What I want to understand is that you were recently on a episode of Vice on a panel. What you were discussing feminism and modern women.
Oh yeah.
What was the biggest takeaway from that episode that you learned?
Feminists are fucking crazy.
Oh my gosh, that was the most crazy people I've ever met in my life. We were there for like 6 hours, and they edited it down to like 45 minutes.
That's how editing works.
Yeah.
Where were you, in London?
No, I was in New York.
Okay, New York. Gotcha.
What was my biggest takeaway?
Bitches be crazy.
It was just, it was nuts. That's what I was
Bitches be
Wait,
crazy.
did you watch it?
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on what Pearl had going on there?
Obviously, I disagree with everything Pearl says, and almost all of the things having to do with women. But my biggest issue with progressives cutting out conservatives from every fucking platform they can is they lose the ability to defend any of their ideas. And then at the end of the day, I think they just end up looking fucking horrible.
They lose the ability to defend any ideas. Guys, we need to listen to that again. Listen to this. This is incredibly profound. Just listen.
With progressives cutting out conservatives from every fucking platform they can is they lose the ability to defend any of their ideas.
There we go. And this is exactly why Kevin Samuels blew up. It's exactly why Fresh and Fit blew up, and that's exactly why Pearl blew up. Because when you're in an echo chamber or a community for too long, at some point you do lose the ability to defend your talking points, to defend your position. If you're cutting everybody out, you're going to lose that ability. People want to see, and I've said this before many, many times. The red pill remained largely unchallenged for years. It was just, it was me and Rollo and the rest of those guys, and it was just kind of a, some people characterize it as a circle jerk. I would disagree, but the red pill didn't really start to go mainstream until Kevin Samuels presented the opposition. For the very first time, we were being challenged in real time. Our ideas were being challenged in real time. That's what gave us the ability to defend our positions. And from that humble beginning, from average is best, boom. Fresh and Fit, just pearly things, etc. Very good point by Destiny.
And then at the end of the day, I think they just end up looking fucking horrible. Like, you'll get questions of like, well, what's one barrier? I think you asked, what's one barrier that you have as a woman in society?
They couldn't.
It's like, well, I'm handicapped. I don't have any legs. Or it's like, well, I'm black. Or like, it's like, okay, what about the woman part? Right? Nobody could answer that question.
Nope.
So you get a panel full of people
Yes.
that probably all have like feminist scholar bullshit in their fucking Twitter bios. Not a single person can answer that question. So,
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. Things like that like really bother me when people are supposed to be defending these ideas and they can't because they don't talk to conservatives anymore.
So there were no conservatives on the panel, you're saying?
Well, there were two. Actually, there were 2.5. Pearl was one of them. Oh, I forgot to give Penelope. Here you go, Sweetums. Sorry, guys, I forgot to give my hamster the paper towel roll. Pearl was one. Sydney was 2, and Pocahontas was the 2.5. 2.5 women.
She was, and then
There was 2, I would say.
See?
There was
How many women were on the panel?
There was supposed to be like
How many women? Let me just use
I don't
that
know,
term.
8,
Jesus
9,
fucking
maybe.
Christ.
They were all women.
No,
oh, careful.
No.
Slippery slope.
There was.
Shout out to Adam Sosnick, who just text messaged me. Says, see you Thursday for the 4 p.m. show. Booker emailed you details. Thanks. I'm reacting to your Pearl, Destiny, Alex podcast now.
4 that were supposed to be conservative, but I would say they got 2 middle of the road and 2
Okay.
actual.
How many trans women?
2.
Oh, boy. Yes, 2. One was the host. The other was Peter Griffin.
2 trans women.
Yeah.
Out of 8
And then they were
people
trying
on
to
the.
tell me I had to play against men in sports. Oh my God! It's always the most unathletic people. It's the most unathletic people that are saying I have to put my body on the line.
By the way,
Shout out, Adam Sosnick says, rock on, tell your audience I said what's up. Sosnick says what's up.
okay, I didn't see the panel, but I got to watch it, and then I'm going to come back to you. Did you see it by any chance?
No.
See the panel?
No.
So how many women were on the panel?
I don't remember. Roughly 8, 9, I would say.
Okay, so
Dude, who
less
knows?
than 10.
Who knows?
And of the 8 or 9 women, you do remember because you said 8 or 9.
Roughly, yeah.
Okay. There were 2 trans women?
Yeah, 2.
Okay, so this is not a knock against trans people. How many white, black, Latino, Asian women, how many fat women, short women? Give me a breakdown if you could,
Oh, gosh.
real quick.
I'm gonna look this up.
It was like the most diverse panel
It
ever.
was
There was like
really
fat people,
diverse,
there were people of
yeah.
color, there were people
So
of
it was a
different religions.
diverse. So they were
Yeah.
solving for diversity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, so if you're solving for inclusion and diversity and equity and all that fun stuff that people talk about, what percentage of women are trans? In general,
I would guess less
0.1%.
1%.
So why would you even have one trans woman on that panel, much less two? So okay, if you're gonna have one trans woman on that panel, cool, I get it, throw that in. But you know how they say the system is rigged? That is rigging the system.
they
There's no
just-
need to have two trans
There you go.
women on a panel representing women.
I agree.
They just literally wanted them there so they could tell me I have to play sports with dudes. Like, that's literally what they wanted them there for.
Bullshit.
And no, it's absolutely bullshit because it's like, it's always the most unathletic people telling the athletes what we got to
Thank you.
do.
Thank
And I'm
you.
like,
Thank you.
You want me to go up against guys? Women, we don't have much opportunity in women's sports.
There
You're
you
going to give
go.
the little opportunity we have to men?
Yep.
Are you kidding me? Like,
There it
oh,
is.
No.
So
Yep.
you must agree with her on that. You don't think
Yeah, but
trans
it's like the only
men
thing I
should
agree
be
on. So I
playing
don't
in.
focus on this topic. But
So
yeah,
that
of
was the
course,
only
that's-
thing you
I think
agree
this is
with.
like this was like part of the big controversy that I got banned from Twitch on in the middle of.
For what?
Oh.
That cis women and trans women shouldn't be competing in the same leagues. It's ridiculous.
Ooh. Oh, so that's what led to him getting banned. Damn. Jesus, that sucks. It would appear that a lot of his ideas align with the left. The one time he steps out of line, that's when they ban him. Yeah. Only in
And just for the
America.
record, this term cis woman, is that just a woman?
That's what us progressives use to what you would say just a woman. Yeah.
Explain what the hell this cis
Then why not just call her a fucking woman? Oh my dude, I can't keep it all straight.
thing is.
Look, man, I got no problem with that community, but I just can't keep it all straight. I just can't keep it all straight. I don't know. Fucking hell. Things are so much simpler when it was just men and women, males and females.
There's
Cis
like
is-
you either trans or cis basically. So cisgender is like the gender you present as trans is like you're something different basically. Yeah. So like a trans woman versus a cis woman.
What?
Don't look at me
What?
like that. You don't fucking understand that. Come on, we're still
I'm
young.
learning
Of course
here, bro.
not.
Okay.
I'm learning here.
Uh-huh.
So if you're just a woman, you're no longer a woman. You're a cis woman.
Well, if you're talking,
Look, right there. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that? Look at Pearl. Watch. This side right here. This encapsulates the way I feel about this. Just watch.
If you're just a woman, you're no
Watch.
longer a woman. You're a cis woman.
well, if you're talking a trans,
Dude, Pearl's like, dude, Pearl's like, dude, I can't keep it all straight. I can't keep it all straight, man.
trans space is probably what they'd use. Listen, I already got the fucking blue hair. Okay, you're gonna put me on the fucking stand for trans issues too? Jesus Christ!
You're the one that got
You want to
canceled
talk about
for it.
fucking affirmative action next? What else do you want
I
to
don't
nail me
know.
on? Oh my God!
So
But yeah,
okay.
cis women versus trans
So
women.
that's the only thing you agree.
Shout out to Adam Sosnick. He says, "Is Devin coming with you? Did you hear that, sweetheart? Did you hear that, sweetheart?" Adam wanted to know if you were coming, and if I remember correctly, he referred to you as the hot geek on the podcast. Just saying, maybe, I don't know, maybe Sauce is low-key trying to shoot a shot at my girl. Maybe. We put on the poll, where have you learned the most actionable / money-making skill? Internet university, trade school, or four-year school? 13% of you said four-year school. 30% of you said trade school. 56% of you said internet university. There you go.
Oh my gosh. Sorry. Go
So
ahead.
Mark LeBrant said, I never played Metal Gear. I love you to death, Mark, but you, my friend, you missed out. You missed out. Dude, Metal Gear, oh my God, dude, Metal Gear Solid was, oh my God, dude. Me and my homeboys bonded over that shit, man.
just to be clear, you don't think that trans women should be participating
None.
in women's
Zero.
sports?
No.
Zero.
Fully agree.
No.
We also have the
It's-
Leah Thomas thing, right?
Yeah,
It's,
dude.
it's ridiculous. I don't think they should be in our bathrooms either.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Like I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay, the bathrooms thing is silly. Obviously, you should go to the bathroom that like you express as.
What?
Express as?
Do you all know
That you identify as?
who Blair White is?
We can see.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
No.
Do you want Blair White walking into the bathroom with like a little boy?
Who the fuck?
Or do you want Buck Angel walking into a bathroom with like a little girl?
Dude, we have no idea who the fuck he's talking about right now. We have no idea who the fuck he's talking about. So he says the bathroom idea is just silly. Okay, so what if I just all of a sudden, you know what? I identify as a woman. I'm gonna go use the woman's restroom. You're good with that? You good with that? Matter of fact, Matter of fact, you guys remember the heat that Zuby caught when he identified as a woman and set the female deadlifting record? Remember that? You remember that? You can't just identify as something. Or I guess you can identify as something, but no. I don't know who these people are that he's talking about. I'm sure they're very nice people. But when you're saying I identify as X, Y, and Z, well, guess what? People are going to do what's easy to do. That's just kind of the way it is. Osama bin Smashin with the $5 super chat. Appreciate that very much. Says, isn't pride a part of the 7 deadly sins? Let's read between the lines. Males dressed in female clothing or have female mindset if deadly. I can't disagree.
Obviously, we believe that you should probably go to the bathroom that you express as. That makes the most sense.
I would just prefer to
How the hell does that make the most sense?
not see dicks in the locker room.
There you
That's
go.
just my-
Then don't
Maybe
look
they
at
just have
people.
their
I
own
feel like that's a
bathroom.
fair
That's
ask.
just
Yeah.
my personal opinion, and
There it is.
I also think it's like a safety concern.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's-
I'm not saying that the majority of trans people are going to take advantage of it. It's just I think that opens the door to someone that will.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That opens the door for someone who will. No, a person who truly identifies as trans, male, or female, clearly, and if you identify as a trans male, you're not really going to be posing a threat to any of the actual dudes. But yes, this is a legit concern.
I don't
And I
think
just-
so.
I
This is
just
it's
think-
there's not a single time like the legendary like trans rapist that's like making their way through the bathrooms. Like,
See, here we go. Now we've gone extreme. We've gone from a safety concern to what he just said. No. Remember what Zuby did. Zuby identified as a woman and set the deadlift record. People lost their shit. Alfonso Capers Jr. with the $20 super chat. Wish you'd said something, but I appreciate that very much.
and the fact that if this person did exist, like some woman would be running through the store and she goes into the bathroom and like the sign stops the trans person from going in and raping her. Like also, no offense, I have a son. I want all the trans rapists in the women's bathroom. Okay, like that doesn't make sense either, right? Like if there are all these rapists, why do you want them going to the boys' bathroom instead? Like it just doesn't make any sense.
No. And it's funny because it looks like Destiny. And again, he's talking very, very quickly. Let's go through that again. He talks very, very quickly. Watch.
We're going to take advantage of it. It's just I think
Watch.
that opens the door to someone that will.
I don't
And
think so. There's not a single time like the legendary like trans rapist.
No, you're right. There's not a single time. But there have been incidents.
It's like making their way through the bathrooms, like, and the fact that if this person did exist, like, some woman would be running through the store and she goes into the bathroom and like the sign stops the trans person from going in and raping her.
Well, but that's just the point. That's just the point, Destiny. He's already in there, right? The trans rapist is not chasing a woman through the store. No, that's not where the danger is. The danger is that the trans person is already in the bathroom. That's where the potential danger lies.
Or like, also, no offense, I have a son. I want all the trans rapists in the women's bathroom. Okay, like that doesn't make sense either, right? Like if there are all these rapists, why do you want them going to the boys' bathroom?
All these, see, there's all these rapists. No. Nobody said there were a bunch of rapists. Nobody said there were a bunch of rapists, Destiny. All she said is it's a safety issue. That's all he's doing. That's all she said. And all this, no. Slow it down. Mac with the $5 super chat says there is a Florida case where a trans e-pars a girl. Okay, well, there you go. Darius Horton says, I identify as a dolphin. Pretty sure I'd be dead in water. Also, liable to get eaten alive. Very good. St. Jim with the $2 super chat says, dude is talking about famous people. Yeah, you're right.
Instead, like, it just doesn't make any sense. I reject the whole bathroom narrative is super silly.
I
don't think most
agree,
people care that
So
much.
you
I
would
think
be
that people.
okay with a man walking into the bathroom a man dressed as a woman walking into the women's bathroom?
I think that whatever
That's
you.
clearly a man.
I think
a
that
beard and all.
I think that whatever you clearly express as is probably where you go.
But there,
Okay, so where's the line of delineation? How do we delineate? What is there an LGBT scale? Like, okay, you're good. You identify 80%, you can go, oh, wait a minute, 15%, we're not buying that. No, man. Like, where do you draw the line? Zuby, again. Zuby said, I identify as a female. Did the deadlift, and people lost their shit. That's ridiculous.
You're confused if you have a beard with a wig on and a dress.
Thank you.
And you're walking in the girl's bathroom.
This is
you're not a
this is the most sensible thing Natalia has said ever.
woman.
Sure.
You're confused.
Maybe not, but like, what is happening in there? Like,
Maybe
bro,
not.
I don't know.
I have experienced that. I've experienced that.
countries-
Tell us
I've
we have to
experienced
deal
that.
with this.
Well,
What
we
are
would have to deal with
gonna-
trans men coming in the fucking male bathroom as well, right?
Yes, but those guys. See, that's the thing, Destiny. Trans men don't. There's not the same kind of safety issue. If a trans man wanted to fight me, I would kick his ass because I'm a cis. Jesus, listen to me already. Because I was born a man. There's no safety issue for men. There's a safety issue for women, especially when it comes to sports.
I think they should have their own bathroom. That's really
There you go.
inappropriate.
Okay, you think there should be trans
agree with that.
bathrooms? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Yeah, let's go with the trans bathrooms. Let's do it. Let's go. There's a cis men's bathroom, a cis woman's bathroom, and a trans bathroom. There you go. Devin with a great suggestion. Just use the family care solo bathroom. Well, there you go. Exactly. But let's just keep it real here. The reason why some of those kinds of people go into these bathrooms is to make a spectacle. It's to make a spectacle. It's to make a scene, make people uncomfortable so they can tell their friends about it. Let's just keep it real. Casual Germ with the $10 super chat says there's actually a story about a dude who identified as a woman and was sent to a women's prison. He ended up getting about 3 of the female inmates pregnant. Happened in California. I heard about that, actually. Terrell Clark, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, says there is a prisoner. You just did it. There it is. You guys just said the same thing. $10 super chat said there was a prisoner that identified as trans, got put into the female section, and then EPAR'd and impregnated a female prisoner. Well, there you go. Devin says, my last office had a gender-neutral bathroom that everyone used because it was single toilets and you could poop in private. There you go. Give them their look. I have no problem with trans people. Let's just, if you know, cis male, cis female, other. Jack Vendetta with the $5 super chat says, I identify as Bruce Wayne. Unfortunately, I can't find the keys to the back. You're stupid, Jack. That was funny. Terrell Clark, $10, says, in New York, a trans prisoner walked up to a female in the shower, held her neck down, and EPAR'd her. She was given 7 years for that. Wow. Now that I did not know. Damn.
Do you want
Let
that?
there be a
You can
trans
just do-
bathroom.
Believe it or not, there are countries, okay, where you can go. Fuck, I spent a lot of time in fucking Stockholm because my wife is Swedish. There are gender-neutral bathrooms. Nobody's getting raped. It's crazy. Everybody.
Okay, but that's because they're gender-neutral bathrooms. Destiny. That's why. That's why nobody's getting E-parties, because they're gender-neutral bathrooms, fam.
Goes in, they all have their little fucking
But
stall.
let me
Everybody
ask
comes
you
out.
this.
Nobody's raping each other.
Yeah.
I'm
Let me
thinking of it
say
from
one
the
thing.
perspective of a locker room. Like in a locker room, you walk around naked. Like
True
with
that.
An athlete.
Number one, a lot of conservatives will use this bathroom thing as a straw man argument. All of my kids are getting raped in bathrooms. It's not happening.
It's not even
But
that.
here's an indicator.
She didn't, and see, Destiny has a knack of doing this. He'll say your argument is a straw man, and then he'll put words in your mouth and then take it to the extreme. All Pearl said is that it's a safety issue. Destiny took it all the way, well, there's no super rapist, but clearly there have been some incidents involving these kinds of women. So either Destiny isn't aware or he is willfully ignorant. Come on.
Is a case example of why they say that the America is crumbling and China is thriving. Hear me out.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
You think they're having trans bathroom arguments in countries like China that is lapping USA as far as like GDP?
I agree.
Here we are on a panel. We could talk about anything.
Dude.
And we're going
Do it.
ham
Do
on
it.
bathroom
There you go.
bearded dudes.
Thank you.
And we're just spending time
Thank you.
as a country talking about stuff
Perfect.
that doesn't affect our lives even a little bit.
I think this.
Okay, hold on. Whereas in
Infinitesimal.
other countries, they are like, get shit done, work, make shit happen. Let the Americans play their little, hide the hot dog game in the trans fucking bathroom situation. while we're getting lapped by China.
Right.
That's my problem with this.
I agree
It's
with
like
you.
this is such not an issue that anyone gives shit a bit about. And this goes back to my bigger point. If there's a women's panel,
These are first world problems, guys. This is a first world discussion. Do you think they're having problems with trans bathrooms in Cuba? Huh? What about Russia? Or okay, I went Cuba, then communist. How about Haiti? You think they're having these discussions there? Come on, man. Get out of here.
and there's 8 women on the panel, you're telling
Kyle says Destiny has no integrity. He takes the counter argument no matter what. There needs to be a compilation video of him contradicting himself. Yeah, I think that's kind of his shtick, is that he just likes to, I think he just likes to be a contrarian.
me you have
And anytime, that's the thing, is that if you have a reputation for being a contrarian, then you can't really, if somebody is always going against the grain, like you don't really know what their real views are, you know? Because what if he were on a panel full of people who were like, you know what, I think we should have trans bathroom, or I think we should let trans people use the bathroom they identify as. Destiny would probably argue. And if we were to ask him that, he would say, no, I wouldn't, but as we all know, observing the process changes the process.
2 trans women. Okay, if you had 100 women on a panel, 100, you can maybe make the case for making 1 trans woman. Maybe. On a 10-woman panel, you're putting 2 trans on there? Get the fuck out of here, Vice.
And I'm fascist because I don't
Yeah.
want to play with men in sports.
Yeah,
I
the
guess.
sports thing is fair. The thing
Yeah.
that you brought up, first of all, China has like 2 billion fucking people, okay?
1.5.
Wait, they're going to pass this eventually. All right.
I know, but-
Probably. Okay.
yeah,
it's
the
not
more
going to
we
be.
foc-
It's
the
not
more
going to be
we
because we're
focus
talking about
on
trans
bathrooms.
bathrooms. Okay.
But the
also,
more we focus on that,
sure. I'll agree with you.
we're
Then tell
losing.
conservatives to stop fucking obsessing over it so much.
I agree with
okay?
you.
All right.
This
Because
is the
that's
straw
some
man
shit that's
argument.
brought up by conservatives all the fucking time.
Okay.
They
Fully
want
agree
to
with you.
obsess.
But then, dude, liberals always take the bait.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
that's true.
Thank you.
Progressives
Thank
hate
you. Thank you. Got him. Got him. Yeah, liberals dude. They always take the bait. But the interesting thing is that Destiny was the one who got all up in arms about the bathroom issue. Pearl just says, I don't really think they should be using our bathrooms either. Destiny, blah, 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 blah. He was the one that brought up the argument in the first place.
Debate. I agree. They
Because
do.
they get
I would just-
snowflaked.
I would just like to say, I just would rather not see dicks in the bathroom. That's
Thank
my
you.
personal
Agree.
preference.
Thank
it's
you.
not even about being raped. Like, you can be out and you're at a dinner place and they're at a bar. This person comes in drunk. They're aggressive. They're a man in a woman's bathroom. They cut the line. Now it's a fight. And then he knocks her out. Like, there's more than just being raped. You can have an overly, like, I've experienced that. I was in the bathroom. This man walked in with a beard and a dress, and he thought I stole his phone, and he got aggressive with me, and I had to leave the bathroom. I'm the woman in the bathroom, and it's like,
Damn.
you feel the need to come in here because you feel like I'm dressed this way, so I can come into the bathroom.
Yeah, shout out to Natalia who appears to be making a lot of sense here. So shout out to Mike Steele. Who sent me this article. And hang on a second. There we go. So it says they failed at every juncture. Loudoun County mishandled bathroom sex assault. Grand jury finds. Loudoun County Public Schools was delinquent in its handling of the multi-high-profile sexual assaults that occurred in the district last year, a special grand jury found, shedding further light on the events that helped inspire a massive parental rights uprising in Virginia. Administrators in the district pursued their own interest instead of that of their students, according to a report released by the grand jury on Monday. Between May and October of 2021, the same male high school student allegedly sexually assaulted 2 females in the LCPS district. The first incident happened in the girls' bathroom at Stonebridge High School, where gender-fluid perpetrator who was wearing a skirt at the time allegedly sodomized a 9th grade girl. Dude, This is this is what I mean. This is what I mean when people are arguing in bad faith. This is what I mean that when people are arguing in bad faith, guys. Hang on a second. Destiny is that whole spiel about the the crazy trans rapist and da 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 da. He made fun of that. Like, his example was so extreme that people listening or watching be like, yeah, that's silly. No, it's not fucking silly, man. It ain't silly. This shit actually happened. The shit actually happened. Destiny is the type of dude who just makes statements without backing it up. He's like, that doesn't happen. It happens all the time. What are we talking about? And if he were ever presented this and many other articles, he would probably try to talk and weasel his way out of it there too. Like this is where being a contrarian can really come back to bite you in the ass. Just disagreeing in order to just be disagreeable. He just sat there and said, that doesn't happen. So let me get this straight. We're worried about some crazy rapist and that the sign is going to magically, and as funny and haha as that was, that's not what we were talking about. We're just talking about a safety issue. But there is story after story after story of men identifying as women to take advantage of women.